Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I've got Sandra Solomon fragrance with me again.
Yes.
And once again, it's time for us to do yet another first impression. And this is one that several of you have been asking for. We have every single perfume from BDK that we are going to try out. This is going to be so exciting.
Yes.
And you were spraying each of these perfumes about 5 or 10 minutes ago on the perfumes testing strips. And when I got a whiff of that, I almost went bananas.
Yeah.
And you went bananas as well.
Yes,
You
I
were like,
did.
okay, this is so good.
And
Okay, this is so dangerous.
No, I was like, okay, this is so bad because we will be buying
Yeah,
a lot of fragrances
yeah.
after this.
So I'm really looking forward to going through these. So we are going to go through the entire BDK collection, but in this video we are going to go through 7, and the rest, the other 7, you'll have to check out the video that is going to be posted on Sandra Solomon Fragrances channel. So 7 on mine and 7 on her. Let's get to it. So first up we have Bouquet de Hongrie. I'm sure I butchered that name, so why don't you share what's in it?
Yeah, so this is supposed to be a fruity, sweet and musky rose fragrance with some woody notes.
And yeah, I pick up the sort of a sweet side of it.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel the musk. It has that sort of a light, fluffy kind of feeling to it.
Some white florals, definitely the fruitiness, but not more of that fresh fruitiness than the sweet fruitiness.
Yeah. So yeah, I think each of these sides, the musky side, the sweet side, the floral side, are all equally sort of a light. So this is definitely not something that is heavy. I think this is perfect if you are going to work or when you're going to the gym or something where you just want something that is really easily likable and light.
Yeah, I agree.
So how are you going to rate this one between 1 to 10?
This is a very floral feminine fragrance, and it gets a 7.5 for me.
Okay. And I have to agree. I think this is a nice one, but it's almost too light and not enough sort of it doesn't have enough sort of colors for me to give it a higher rating. So I think 7 and a 7.5 for me as well. It's not bad, but it's not good enough, at least for me. Next up we have Crème de cuir. And now I'm gonna guess that this one has leather in it, and thus I am really interested in it.
Yeah, so this is a leather and musky, powdery, woody fragrance.
Sounds good.
And yes,
Is it good?
it's really good. It's not so heavy on the leather, but this is truly unique, I think.
Wow, is there any citrus in it? Because there's like a something.
In the top you have pineapple, mandarin, orange, grapefruit and bergamot. So I'm guessing it's the pineapple.
Yeah, I can really get a whiff of that. Yeah, and the mandarin orange, you have grapefruit, bergamot. So this is a citrus bomb, I would say, at the top, and I still can feel it.
And the leather in it is white suede. So maybe that's why it doesn't have that raw kind of leather to it.
No, and I mean the name is Crème de cuir, and crème is cream or something.
Creamy one.
Yeah, and this really smells creamy.
Yeah.
So if I would compare this to other sort of leather perfumes, most of them are sort of gonna be way stronger on that leathery side. This one makes me think a bit, but it's not the same about white suede from Tom Ford.
Yeah.
They are not the same, but it just reminded me of that one.
Yeah, me too.
So how are you going to rate this one between 1 to 10?
This is a 7 and it's growing on me. Yes, I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I have to agree. This is a cool one. If you are sort of a curious or love sort of a lighter or leather fragrances or sort of a suede-like ones, then you are most likely going to enjoy this one. I think this one is pretty cool because the citrusy top is quite pronounced, and I'm not used to having like a mini bomb of citrus on top of my light suede. That's what makes it so cool. So yeah, did I give it a rating?
Oh, you talked so long after that, so I don't remember. So do it. I think you said you agreed.
Okay, so 7.5 from me, and you gave it a 7.5.
7, I think.
Okay, so that was Crème de Cuir. Next up, we have Tubéreuse Impériale.
Oh, and I love tuberose.
This is like, I guess, a majestic kind of tuberose.
No, this is like tuberose candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoy it.
Wow.
It's very cool. And I'm gonna have to check what's in it. It's a white floral tuberose and woody fragrance with yellow florals.
Mm-hmm.
And we have tuberose, jasmine, iris. We have vanilla and benzoin. I'm thinking it's the benzoin I'm picking up. Then some other florals.
A bunch of notes.
Cashmere and sandalwood, incense, vanilla.
This was cool. I think if you love florals, this is definitely floral. But it's not a floral that I think is too heavy on the florals. It's not too sharp on the floral. It's a beautiful kind of floral mix together with the rest of the notes, and I do love it when perfume houses mix something sweet with their florals, and this one has something sweet. It's not too heavy, but there's something sweet about it.
It has something bubbly, like I was thinking tonic water. Some like floral, citrusy, bubbly.
Like a fizzy bubbly. I don't know. Okay, so how are you going to rate Tubéreuse Impériale from BDK?
7.5.
7.5?
Yeah.
Okay. If you absolutely love tuberose, if you absolutely love florals, then you are most likely going to rate this one higher. I think this is a really nice floral, but I think I am going to copy yours rating as well. This is 7.5 from me. It's a beautiful one though.
Yeah, and for all of the ones we've tried, even though we haven't given them top ratings, my impression so far is very, very good. These are unique fragrances.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Next up we have Wood Jasmine. Now I love woody fragrances and I love jasmine. So how do you feel about this one? Is it good? Is it bad? And are you going to share the notes?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
This is amber, balsamic, fruity, woody, and sweet, and a little bit smoky. So.
And this one was cool.
Yeah, we have different kinds of jasmine. We have plum and we have pear. Then some incense, Peru balsam, Spanish labdanum, and some other things.
And I can pick up that sweet side, I can pick up the woody side, I can pick up the jasmine. There's definitely like this sort of a creamy balsamic side to it.
And the incense I think also is quite prominent. I think that's what ruins it for me.
I don't think to my nose at least, this is not too incense heavy, but it could be maybe that we are used to different kinds of incense. But I think this was a cool one. Definitely. So how are you going to rate this one from 1 to 10?
It's a 6.
6? Whoa.
Yes.
Okay. There's something in it that sort of pulls down my rating. I think I'm going to give it a 7. Next up we have Rouge Smoking. I'm not sure why, but the name intrigues me. Would you please share what's in it?
This is a sweet vanilla fragrance that is powdery and contains cherry and almond.
I love the sound of that.
And cherry and almond together is always so good.
Oh my.
Yeah. So the notes are actually not almond, but it smells like almond. But I'm guessing maybe it's the tonka bean.
This one reminds me of some other perfume from some other brand, but I can't recall which. But this one is nice. Yeah. I think this might be something that I would end up buying. I
it's
really
really
enjoy this
good.
one. Yeah. So how are you going to rate this one from 1 to 10?
It's an 8 or a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Oh my God, I really want to remember what other sort of a perfume this reminds me of. Maybe something from Tom Ford, I don't know, but this one is beautiful, and I am definitely going to give it at least a 9, and this one might actually grow on me. This is a beautiful one. So next up we have Oud Abramad.
Okay.
Abramad.
So this is an amber, woody, oud, warm, spicy and smoky fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
And I have smelled something like this before.
So I guess this is their BDK Parfums take on their classic Rose Oud combo, and
Yeah, that's why I think I smelled it before.
And it almost never fades. Every single perfume house in the world makes their at least one Oud Rose combo. And this to me is a classy, smooth Rose Oud combo.
Yeah.
If you would put it, if you would put another perfume on the other side of the spectrum, I usually like to bring up Oud Isfahan. That one to me is a mix of something beautiful and classy and something dirty. The Oud in that one is a bit dirty. This one is not that kind of dirty. So this one is smooth, posh, polished Oud Rose combo.
Yeah, and oh, it has saffron. It has a quite heavy saffron note, I think, and I really like it.
Yeah, the saffron is prominent in this one.
And I'm not so into those rose oud combinations, aside from Oud Isfahan, which I love. But this is actually one that I think is pretty good.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you going to rate this one from 1 to 10?
It's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
The more I sniff this one, the more I just crave to own it. This is really nice. This is stunning. I love that it has that saffron, the oud, the rose. I do enjoy, even though I love those sort of a polarizing, dirty ouds, I also love the beautiful ones, and this one is truly stunning. At least a 9 from me.
Okay.
And the chances are that I am going to get my own bottle of this one.
I told you this was going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, I believe, the second one that actually impresses me quite a bit from this so far. So now we are up to the final one in this video. Remember, if you want our first impressions of the next half of the BDK perfume collection, then you gotta head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrances channel, and you can watch that video over there. I'm gonna link to that video below. So the next one is Nuit de Sable.
Okay.
So what are the notes?
So this is a warm and spicy woody fragrance. It's powdery, it has rose, and it's aromatic. So there are woody notes in the top, like sandalwood and also cardamom. Then we have different kinds of rose. We have nutmeg, which I think you love, and tonka bean, and ambroxan and musk.
This is, I was about to guess that it had honey in it, because it had a sort of a honey-like. But yeah, this is floral. It's definitely aromatic. It's definitely woody, and it has that sweet and musky base. I like it. This reminds me of something from Kilian, but I can't put my finger on what it is.
Yeah, might be, but I think it's nice, but I think this is a mature fragrance. So for people...
So what's mature to you?
Oh, I'm going to watch my steps here. Like 55 or 60 plus.
Okay. So there you go. Now you know this is apparently for someone over 55.
Yeah.
So how are you going to rate this 55-year-old perfume from BDK?
It's going to get a 6.
I think this is a cool one, and I I truly appreciate the artistic side of whomever created this one. This is cool, but it's also not sort of my kind of perfume.
No.
I think it's beautiful, but it's not my kind of beautiful. And I believe that if I would put this one on for like a week and be in a lot of social situations, I would not receive that many compliments for it. So I think I'm gonna give it a 6. So that's half of the BDK collection that we tried. I hope you enjoyed our first impressions. Now, if you want to watch our first impressions of the rest of the collection, then you gotta make sure that you head on over to Sandra Solomon's Fragrances channel. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun, and like a short summary, beautiful perfumes.
Yeah.
Truly well made. I'm really glad that we did this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I just have one word: impressive.
Yes.
So
Nice.
not everyone is my style, but they are all really, really good.
Yes. A huge thanks to those of you who suggested that we try out BDK Parfums. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then I would highly appreciate if you would like it. It really helps. Smash that like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And head on over to Sandra Solomon's Fragrance channel and do the same. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.